Hey, let's have a conversation about meditation because it rhymes. And because I went through your comments today, and firstly, I want to say thank you so much for your beautiful words, inspiring words. I'm so happy to hear that those videos that I'm making are helping you and that you are getting or becoming best version of yourself. And what I noticed was that there was so many questions about meditation. Could I talk a little bit about meditation, what meditation is or what it means, and how many different meditations we can really do? And this is quite an interesting topic, and I still am actually. I still am here in this beautiful nature, and I was inspired to talk about it with you today. So, firstly, breathe in this fresh air and let's talk what meditation is. So, if we would ask some Indian philosopher what is meditation, he would probably say it's doing nothing. But when we would ask our neighbor, for example, wherever you are living, what for him it means doing nothing, he would say sitting at home and watching TV or scrolling down the phone. So here comes the first misunderstanding of doing nothing. And meditation is doing nothing, but it's not what we understand as doing nothing. So if we would ask some Tibetan monk, he would probably say the same. It's doing nothing. It's being just familiar with the present moment. It's being familiar with the consciousness. And more we are familiar with the consciousness, less we are attached to our identity, less we are attached to our ego. So more we are familiar with the present moment, less we are attached to our identity, thoughts, ego, having more, wanting more. And this is it, what meditation actually is. Meditation is not a practice. It is an being aware. It is a moment of awareness. That's what meditation is. And what looks like practice actually is not a practice. It's just when you take your time for yourself and you just become aware of the present moment. And how we can really do it, it's by focusing on breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and repeating it so many times that we fall into a flow. So when we fall into that flow of breathing, we become more aware of this fresh air than we are aware of who we are as an identity. So that's meditation. But what, for example, Dr. Joe Dispenza is doing, it's also called meditation in our English language. If we say English language, for me it's a second language. So meditation in English language means more like a practice, more like practicing being present, which is nothing wrong with it. So why I'm mentioning Dr. Joe Dispenza? Because at his work they are doing practices for getting into the quantum field, for becoming present, for losing the identity behind, so we can step into the present moment, which is a fifth dimension, a quantum field. And we can only step into that field as nobody, nowhere, at no space, at no time, and we can only achieve it by being totally present. So also a present moment, the word of a present moment somehow is losing its meaning, because more people are spiritual, more people are talking about the present moment, but still people are not aware what present moment really is. So being present means being aware of what is happening inside of you and around you at this moment. So that's what meditation is. Also, Dr. Joe Dispenza's work or his different practices can be called meditation in the English language. I'm doing many different guided meditations. You can find them on my channel. But those are more like practices, so we can become more aware of this moment. So that's what we can understand as meditation. But if you will ever go to India, I was not in India, but I was reading a lot of books about different philosophers from there and different monks from Tibetan and from Tibet actually. And I came across this understanding of what it truly means, what meditation is. So this is it, what I can give you as understanding of meditation. It is being familiar with this moment. So more we are familiar with this moment, happier we are, because we find out that at this moment we have all we need. In this moment we have all we need. And people may say, yeah, it's true, but I still don't have money. But to be honest, at this present moment you don't need money. You need money tomorrow to buy something, you need money at certain date to buy or to pay bills, but at this moment you don't need any money. At this moment you don't need any food. At this moment you don't need anything. And still some people would say, yeah, but it doesn't change anything because I will need money tomorrow. But you never know what tomorrow will bring you. So more we are present, more we are also opened for opportunities. And when we are open for opportunities, we are also open for miracles. And what I've learned in my experiences, more I was present, because as you know, I'm an artist, and when artist is creating, he's in the present moment. So that's the only way how we can open our imagination for new ideas, new informations. That's how we can transform the language of the divine consciousness into a form. That's what artists are doing. And when we are present at that moment, we don't care what is happening around us. So I'm using different meditations for manifesting. I'm using different meditations for being present. I'm using different meditations for healing. I'm using different meditations for sending love to all of you, for the collective consciousness. So there is a lot of different practices where we are sending our intention with which we are creating the reaction in our reality. That's how we can use our mind. So let's say our thoughts are the tools, and we as the consciousness are the masters of that tool or of that tools. So our thoughts are the tools for creating, and we as the consciousness, as when we say I am, are the masters of those tools. But if you become possessed by the thoughts, then the thoughts becomes the masters, and you as the consciousness become the tool for the thoughts. And that's where when the ego comes into play, and ego wants to have more, and when ego finds out that you as the tool, as your body is not happy, he will bring you more of things, more of wanting, more of wanting. But when we are the masters, so we are using our thoughts as clear intention for sending what we truly want, then we are designing our life. So here is the answer for everyone who will say, yeah, being present is not helping me because I'm still broke. And the reason that you are broke is the way you are thinking and the way you are feeling, because you are not mastering your thoughts. So how to master your thoughts? Become the master of your consciousness. Become more aware of the consciousness. And how to become more aware of the consciousness? Get into the present moment. And I can talk about it like for 10 hours, but it will not help you to get into the present moment, because the only way you can really do it is do the work. Constantly get back into the practice. Constantly get back to the focus on breathing. Constantly repeat it. Be consistent at it. And suddenly you will realize that you are the master and your thoughts are the tools for creating. So this is a message for today. Become the master of your thoughts and use your thoughts for creating your life, because that's how you can design your amazing manifestations. That's how you can design your life. So I'm sending you all the blessings, all the love from these beautiful woods. Have an amazing time, my friends, and see you soon. Peace.